Western North Carolina is the land of the Cherokee. Against the blue sky are the white clouds.
Ulogila,
Drive through the mountains.
Dodala,
The wonders of nature surround you.
Inage,
The Cherokee believe everything in the environment, from crops and animals to creeks, mountains, and even the wind, all have an intelligent spirit and play a central role in daily life. The Cherokee do not view themselves as separate from the environment. They are part of it, and their language reflects that.
Language is the core to any culture. It is what that culture expresses itself with. It is the dynamic mechanism by which that culture continues. So without language, without the Cherokee language or without any language, that culture has to sustain itself according to the linguistic rules of a whole other culture.
Tom Belt understands the relationship between the Cherokee language and culture. He was born on tribal lands in Oklahoma, didn't learn English until age 6. He's one of a group of researchers and linguists at Western Carolina University working to preserve, sustain, and revitalize the Cherokee language.
In other words, we have to describe who we are and be who we are through the English language. Or we have, at best, a way to describe our history. And there's a difference between history and culture.
That requires teaching the language.
When they sang. We have to construct how it's going to be taught. So we have to build a curriculum for it, and we have to put together a grammar for it. So it's tantamount to building a boat while you're in the water. We have all of the information. I mean, as far as speaking is concerned.
But teaching Cherokee is difficult because there is no standardized spelling or grammar. And like most indigenous languages, Cherokee is verb-based. English is noun-based. In fact, 75% of the Cherokee language is verbs. That's because verbs convey ideas, thoughts, and concepts.
So, al ski on means he is dancing. Al la ski on means he's taking steps. So if you elide or you admit, if you omit one vowel in the la, the a in that vowel, it becomes all. So you have la ski on or al ski on. And al ski on means to dance, and la ski on means to take step. But it's essentially the same word.
There's a word for eating a meal, like English word dine, that we don't use quite as much as eat. That's more useful in Cherokee culture, I guess, because we're often dining in the culture. In fact, we enjoy, the community enjoys having dinners and meeting and eating. And then there's, for the specific food that you're eating, you would use a word for eating a solid food like a potato. You would use a word for eating a long and rigid food like a carrot. And you would use another verb for eating a food like that's flexible, like a pancake, for instance.
Here's another challenge. The Cherokee language does not use an alphabet. Instead, there's a syllabary. That means each Cherokee symbol represents an entire syllable in a word, not just a consonant or a vowel. The Cherokee syllabary, with symbols based on letters from the Latin alphabet, was developed in the early 1800s. Cherokee symbols were matched with sounds, so this is how to say and spell hello in Cherokee. Shio. That's Shio. The Cherokee syllabary has roughly 85 phonetic sounds.
Shio Nagata, Oshigwatsu, Kiona Dagwadoa. Hello everybody, how are you? My name is Kiona.
Kiona Lambert is Cherokee. She's a junior who is enrolled in one of the university's 6 Cherokee language classes. There's also a distance learning class with students at UNC Chapel Hill. Taking the class is personal for Kiona.
To me, it feels really good to be learning the language when it was the language that was taken from like my my grandparents, they barely speak it anymore because, I mean, they did have to go to boarding school and it was taken. So to me, it's always been really important to learn it.
It's learning the Cherokee culture that lures other students. For example, the Cherokee considered saying goodbye too final.
Like bye, they don't have a word for bye, so it's until we meet again. So there's not the same words for everything like there is in English. So you just have to learn it, and it's difficult.
The university is also working closely with the Eastern Band of Cherokee in a Cherokee language immersion school.
Cherokee is this incredible human creation that we wouldn't want to lose just because of what it is, what it can tell us about the human psychology and what language is in the mind. We don't have any other example like Cherokee language, and if we lose Cherokee language, then we don't have anything to replace it with. We can't recreate that, with a computer program.
It is an intrinsic tool, a cultural property that has been constructed and honed for thousands of years to express a consciousness, a psychology, and a culture with all of the values and mores that make up a culture.